Darlacansell, real estate agent with Real Broker in South Louisiana, loving all things real estate. Listen, if you are a potential buyer or seller, either now or in the future, the most important decision that you could ever make that could potentially save you tens of thousands of dollars is the real estate agent that you choose to represent you, whether you are buying or selling. Listen, just in Acadiana alone, last time I heard, there were 1,800 licensed realtors. Now, a good percentage of those do it part-time. A good percentage of those maybe sell 1 or 2 houses a year. There's a very small percentage of that number that close most deals in Acadiana. So remember, when you are thinking about hiring a real estate agent, they are all self-contracted. We all work differently. We all have different work ethics, but it could potentially be the biggest decision of your life. If you're thinking about buying, a real estate agent can show you any house, anywhere, listed anywhere in their territory. So I tell people, listen, depending on what your budget is going to determine how far I'm willing to drive. I've driven to show houses probably as far as an hour and a half away. Now, to list a house, I can list anywhere in Louisiana. But remember, the biggest decision of your life, buying or selling, can be determined by the real estate agent that you choose to represent you. When you are thinking about buying or selling, interview realtors. Interview them just like you'd interview for anything else, and ask them some hard questions. And so the first question I would say to ask a realtor before you decide who you're going to use is, do you love if you're a buyer, do you love representing buyers? If you're a seller, do you love representing sellers? There are some real estate agents who only like dealing with buyers, and there are some real estate agents that only like dealing with sellers. So you want someone who will love helping you get the job done that you need. I love dealing with buyers just as much as I love listing houses and dealing with sellers. To me, they're the same. They both have pros and cons, but I love them both. Number 2 question to ask before you hire a real estate agent, ask this question. How many deals have you closed in the last month, in the last 6 months, and in the last year? You want a real estate agent that just doesn't look busy on the surface, but that is actually closing transactions on a regular basis. So question number 1, if you're a buyer, do you love working with buyers? If you're a seller, do you love working with sellers and listing houses? Question number 2, how many transactions have you closed in the last month, in the last 6 months, and in the last 12 months? Question number 3, if you are thinking about buying or selling and you are interviewing real estate agents, do you love negotiating, and are you great at it? And if they hesitate, find you another real estate agent. Listen, there are plenty of real estate agents out there that do not like negotiating. Guys, that is our whole job. We negotiate everything every day. And I absolutely thrive on negotiating for my clients. So if I represent you as the buyer, I'm negotiating for you to get the best possible deal. If I'm negotiating for you as the seller, same thing, I'm negotiating for you to get the best possible deal. So if they hesitate or they go, oh, not really, or I'm not good at it or something besides this answer, I absolutely thrive on negotiating. Find yourself a different realtor. So if you are thinking about buying or selling, remember this, the most important decision you will make is the real estate agent that you choose to represent you in that transaction. So if you're a buyer, ask that realtor, do you love dealing with buyers? If they say, it's okay, or not really, I'm just doing it as a favor to you, listen, find yourself someone else. This is not personal. This is business. This is absolutely business. Question number 2, how many transactions have you closed in the last month, in the last 6 months, in the last 12 months? If they cannot tell you, find a different realtor. And listen, if they've only closed like 1 this month, maybe a couple in 6 months, or maybe 5 or 6 this year, listen, find yourself a different realtor. You want someone that is closing transactions on a regular basis. A good number for a month would be at least 4. That means at least 1 a week, right? So in 6 months, multiply that times however many that would be. And then in the year, there you go, right? So if it's someone who does it on a part-time basis, that person is not going to be a great negotiator because that's not their primary job, all right? So number 1, do you love working with whatever you are, if you're a buyer or a seller, right? Question number 2, how many transactions have you closed in the last month, last 6 months, last year? If they don't know the number, find yourself another realtor. They should know their numbers. If they don't know their numbers, they're not seriously in the business. And question number 3, if you are thinking about buying or selling and you are looking to hire a realtor, question number 3 for your realtor before you choose one, do you love negotiating and are you great at it? And if they hesitate, or if they say it's okay or I'm okay, run. Find yourself a different realtor. Realtors, what we do all day, every day is negotiate for our clients. So they must love negotiating, thrive on negotiating, and be great at it, or you want to find yourself a different real estate agent. Y'all have a great, what's today? Wednesday? Y'all have a great Wednesday. Have a great rest of the week. If you are out and about today, it is rainy. Be so careful on the road. Remember, in real estate, there are no stupid questions. Ask all your hard questions. If you are working with a real estate agent that makes you feel like a pain in their ass because you're asking question after question after question, find yourself a different realtor. Find yourself someone who's going to be patient with you, who's going to answer all your questions, and who is going to answer them. That is our job. That is our job, to answer questions, all right? Y'all have a great day. Remember, I list anywhere in Louisiana. I love working with buyers. I can show you any house, anywhere in Acadiana, and then probably a little bit out of Acadiana also. And I would love to work with you if you need help. Y'all have a great day.